What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Evelyn, and today I am bringing you the best lesbian shows that you're not watching. So sit back, enjoy the video, and if there's a lesbian show that you love but isn't getting the attention it deserves, make sure to let me know in the comments below. As always, there will be very light spoilers, so proceed with caution.
Yeah, well, I hate to break it to you, beautiful, because there's no way out. I know a way.
Motherland Fort Salem takes place in a woman-dominated alternate universe, where the Salem witches, instead of being persecuted, became military heroes by using their powers to fight for the country. And several generations of witches later, they continue to serve. It's part military drama, part supernatural thriller, part teen soap opera, and of course, part gay. Bad girl witch with a chip on her shoulder, Raelle, falls for the mischievous and possibly dangerous witch Scylla. And in my opinion, Scylla and Raelle have the most intriguing storyline of the entire show. But because Motherland Fort Salem is on Teen Drama Factory Freeform, I feel like it doesn't get as much attention as it deserves. So if you want to check it out, the first 2 episodes are available to stream on freeform.com.
How about dinner tomorrow? Like a date? Yeah. Yeah, like a date. Roses, wine, the whole night. Things are gonna be different. Yeah.
If you're into gritty dramas and a sexy protagonist whose entire wardrobe consists of tank tops and leather jackets, you might want to check out Hightown. Jackie is a whiskey-drinking, pill-popping, drug-abusing lesbian who gets dragged into a local murder investigation. The plot is gripping, and although Jackie's struggle with addiction is sometimes difficult to watch, you can't help but root for her. But be warned, Hightown is not for the faint of heart. There's lots of sex, lots of drugs, and lots of F-bombs. And if that sounds up your alley, you can watch the first season on Starz.
So, we're gonna have sex tonight, right?
How was it? It's not just like riding a bike, I'll tell you that much.
I never knew my clock was that bright.
I want details. I saw awkward.
Oh, don't look!
It's been like 10 years. You broke the curse.
I wouldn't really call it a curse, all right?
Work in Progress, otherwise known as that other lesbian show on Showtime, is a bit difficult to describe. It's a very, very dark comedy about middle-aged, self-proclaimed queer dyke Abby, who is going through a lot. She's suicidal, a bit obnoxious, suffers from OCD and depression, is painfully insecure, and is navigating her way through a perpetual existential crisis. And that's not even half of it. The show is super weird and often awkward, but always unapologetically queer. Work in Progress almost feels like the anti-L word. You won't find any glamorous lesbians with salaries in the high figures, but you will find mental illness and a couple STDs and some startling vulnerability. So if you're interested in a slightly less shiny take on queer life, you can watch Work in Progress on Showtime.
I think I know what a volcano feels like. You do? Yeah. Show me.
Dickinson is a highly fictionalized account of poet Emily Dickinson's life, which might not sound that interesting on the surface, but
I don't know what the that was.
Dickinson is hands down the most fun show on the list, and Emily's affair with her best friend and future sister-in-law Sue is sweet, sexy, and ultimately heartbreaking. I can't recommend Dickinson enough, and be sure to check out my Season 1 recap video before Season 2 drops in January.
You know, I've dated many girls like George. She's straight and she's wasting your time. You should be with someone that knows what they're doing. I don't mean about sex. Just don't let her shame rub off on you. It'll give you bad posture.
I don't want to go home.
So don't.
Have you ever wondered what would happen if Eric Foreman from That 70s Show and Ellen DeGeneres had a baby? No? Me neither. But thanks to Feel Good, we now have a pretty good idea. May is a distractingly good-looking Canadian comedian who falls in love with George, a British woman who's mostly straight. Feel Good is hilarious, a bit absurd, and super quirky. But despite the show's lightheartedness, it tackles some very heavy issues, like addiction and gender identity confusion. Also, May's mother is played by Lisa Kudrow, who steals every single scene she's in. Awkwardly charming and chaotic in the best way possible, Feel Good is one of the best new shows I've watched this year. It's currently available to stream for free on channel4.com, or you can catch it on Netflix. Never Have I Ever is a Netflix coming-of-age comedy about a group of teens, one of whom happens to be a lesbian. If you have some time on your hands, you might want to check out Amazon Prime Video's Homecoming, along with Netflix's Umbrella Academy and Dead to Me. All three shows have second-season lesbians, and honestly, all three shows are excellent and well worth the investment of time. And that is it for the list. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos just like this one, and I'll see you next week.